Hey, it's Mr. X Irish here with another battle gameplay. Today we find ourselves at the Battle of Venetia in 1798 between the French Republic and the Austrian Empire. Commanding the forces of the French Republic today is Napoleon Bonaparte, and commanding the forces of the Austrian army is Johann Joseph von Raditz. We are located just northwest of Venice, Italy, and this will hopefully will be one of the final blows to keep the Austrians and any other coalition forces out of Italy. I had an army in Milan that's very beaten. They've had a lot of battles over the past couple year of turns, and I had Napoleon's army come down after the Battle of Innsbruck. They were available, and they just came down to try to intercept this Austrian army before they could attack or siege Milan. So today it's been like one or two turns since the Battle of Innsbruck, so there's nothing really diplomatically has happened. Hopefully this cavalry charge can be taken care of. I was given a really small space to deploy my forces in, so that's why I had all the horse over here, and I'm moving them over here because I can see from the pre-game list of units that the Austrians have a lot of howitzers, and all they're going to do is just shell me and shell my armies and mortars, and that gets really annoying. So I'm going over here to do a mass cavalry charge. I don't like at all doing mass cavalry charges, but I have about maybe 200 cavalry horsemen over here, and they're going to just charge and try to get rid of all the artillery of the Austrian forces. Today, the French force, I have a very well stacked army. I have 3 units of artillery, as you can see here. I put them all in the center because, during the battle, you can see that all the Austrian forces were really located in one central point in the map. So I figure I might as well put my artillery together to focus on their main center of their army. I have 3 units of grenadiers, one which is already retreating. That's not good. I have 2 units of Fusilier de line. 2 more units of grenadiers that I have back here, the legendary grenadiers, some more line infantry battalions, and 2 light infantry battalions. Let's see who's already retreating. Grenadiers already retreating. See, you can see the damage done by mortars right here. They just land in the ground and explode and kill like 30 men sometimes. Already, I think I had 80 troops in my cavalry, the guard cavalry, and they already lost 30 horsemen just because of 1 mortar blow. I think that was somewhere over here. Well, anyway, there you can see the mass cavalry charge taking effect. The Austrian army today is composed by 3 or 4 units of artillery, a lot of light infantry, those Grangers again, and those big stacks of battalions with over 225 men, and 2 or 3 units of cavalry, and some more Jagars. Check back out them in a little bit. Let's see, the Austrian army isn't really making any moves. They're just kind of maybe trying to counter my cavalry. I'm bringing Napoleon over there into the middle of the battle to hopefully boost their confidence if they need it. Let's see, these artillery are now stationary as they lost their horsemen, but they only lost 4 men, so that's okay. They can still contribute to the battle. We'll just go ahead and check on this cavalry attack again. They're forming squares, and that's not working good for me because worst thing for cavalry always is squares. I'm trying to get to these artillery units. These ones over here. Oh, there's another one over there. Our Ulaw's already retreating. Very weak Lancer squadron, but nevertheless they're retreating. Battalion of line infantry is retreating. They still have their own cavalry unit of 6 to 1 Chevaleros. there's been any advancements. I brought these light infantry units out to try to just kind of see there's a mortar shot right there, to try to just kind of weaken these Grenzers before they approach. Now I'm going to have these light infantry, this light infantry battalion retreat because they're already other brother battalions already retreating. So hopefully I'll get some grape shot going against these advancing Austrians. I'm bringing around these 3 Grenadier units to hopefully try to get these heights, or if needed, just flank the Austrian forces over here, because I do have 3 units of infantry to back them up. A returning Grenadier battalion, I just combine them with the 2 line infantry units to form a good. Let's see my reserves. The 2 Grenadier battalions, 1 retreated, I'll have them return in a bit. You can just see carnage done by a mortar shot or 2. It's really annoying. That's why I want to take out the howitzers. You can see some heavy cavalry, or I should say French cavalry retreating, so that's not good. You can see the grape shot really doing work. Say my cavalry attack didn't really work at all. Unless it caused them to move up, then it did work, because in that case my grape shot would now be able to focus on their approaching forces. But I doubt they're probably planning to have an offensive in my center anyway. But now their artillery over here is vulnerable, so if these can keep their morale boosted, I'll attack them.
Our men are running, sir.
I can see my grape shot continuing to really cause damage to their ranks. Yeah, over here I could see that it was better just to try to flank them right now and then take the heights at a later time. So I'm having them kind of line up to return volley. And you can see we kind of have a triangulated pattern of fire going on. We have grape shot, and then line infantry and grenadiers over here, and then 3 other grenadier battalions over here. So they're getting fire from 3 different directions. So this offensive by the Austrians should cease pretty soon. Now I'm charging over here with the light infantry because these are just Jaegers, and they always do really bad during melee and hand-to-hand combat, so I'm just simply charging them in no retreat. They're gonna retreat. Yep, they're already retreating. You can see their entire main offensive is retreating. My cavalry here is going to attack their howitzers. So I will take them out finally. Napoleon has lost over half his general staff, but Napoleon is still alive. I'm now changing them back to normal shelling instead of grape shot because they're kind of too far away. You can really see the Austrian offensive failed right here. All these troops. I still have 3 units of infantry over here. 1 light infantry, 2 line, and 1 grenadier. Now I'm advancing these troops to try to counter maybe these line infantry units over here, or eventually these Jaegers, Deutsche Jaegers, and general staff. So I'm also advancing kind of the rear guard, you might say, in a little bit, these grenadiers and line infantry. And there are the legendary grenadiers that returned to battle after they fled. So this, if I win this battle, the region of Venice will be relatively easy to conquer. These are the Austrian forces defending Venice on behalf of Austria, or on behalf of Austria. So Venice has a relatively small army now based in Venice, so I'll be able to capture Venice. And I'm honestly just gonna make it a French territory. I'm not gonna liberate Venice because one time I had a peace treaty with them and they did not respect it. So I'm not gonna respect them when I conquer their land. So also I'm gonna have to take the army that's now waiting in Milan to try to defeat the Papal States of Rome because they declared war on me. If you remember from the last battle, for whatever reason they declared war on me. I'm also advancing these artillery troops to the heights over here, so in case all these troops start to counter these in my left wing, I'll have the heights here to shell them from above. I'm going to tell my hussars here just to retreat because they have 20 men. I just don't want them to lose anymore. And I don't think I'm going to need them. I kind of combine these four infantry units into one major group of units. Kind of aim them so that they won't get in the way of the grape shot. If the grape shot needs to attack. Oh, some Swiss grenadiers fighting on behalf of the Austrians. Let's see, they have a couple units of infantry, foot artillery, Jaegers, general staff, some more foot artillery, and one strong unit of Deutsch line and infantry. I'm trying to get over here before those line infantry catch up with me. So Napoleon is he's stationary there. These line infantry units are just going to kind of try to take the central part of the map to really bring the battle into the hands of the French victory. But let's see, any other, I'm trying to think if there's any updates. Britain has not landed any troops lately in France. I made peace with Naples and Sicily. So if I do defeat Rome, the Italian peninsula will finally really be relatively peaceful. I mean, all the way from the bottom of Sicily to Venice. It'll be under French control, or relatively French affirmed grip of power. And there will be hopefully no future wars in Italy for a while, as we move on to try to bring Prussia to settle for peace, and eventually the United Kingdom with the invasion of Ireland in the future. I'm gonna have these infantry charge these Jaegers. They are very weak to infantry charges. I'm gonna set these artillery up right here in case they're needed to fight off those Deutsch infantry units. See, the Austrians' right wing is relatively retreating except for this infantry, but my infantry will be able to handle them. Those infantry charge by the grenadiers. Oh, I don't know what that was about. It's always better to charge when you're close range with Jaegers because they're almost like snipers. They just have really good accuracy at a really good range, so when you're close to them, their accuracy is even better. So you always want to try to get hand-to-hand combat with Jaegers or light infantry if you can, or skirmishers, because they'll always defeat you from volley fire. There goes the infantry charge by the grenadiers. Gonna have two waves of infantry charge here. I think the entire right wing of the Austrians is now retreating. I've set up this artillery right here. They're laying siege on this little battalion of line infantry. I'm bringing this foot artillery up here as well in case they're needed. Let's see. My 3 units did defeat, but were hit hard, and now I have to defeat the general staff, which always gets annoying because the general staff is really good at staying alive to protect their general. Let's see, still have 11 troops. Napoleon is still alive. See, today my generals played a really good role. They've been boosting morale everywhere they've been when it's actually useful. They haven't just been in back sitting with the reserves watching. They were with the cavalry charge, and they were with the cavalry charge, and they were with those this infantry advance right here. So hopefully this general staff won't just keep fleeing. So looks like the battle's pretty much won. I'm advancing my left wing after their right side of their offensive collapsed. I'm taking the center of the map, trying to take the heights over here with artillery. Just trying to really kill our general staff right now. Once they retreat, our victory should be in the hands of the French. Oh, let's see, Napoleon has been killed. Or not killed, I should say injured. So Napoleon has been wounded. So Napoleon was wounded during the battle, but that is a victory for the Battle of Venetia. So that's a victory for Napoleon Bonaparte, even though he was injured and wounded during battle. He'll return, but it'll take about 2 or 3 turns for him to be ready to lead an army again. We only lost about 900 men, and we had about 400 men less than them. And they had no armed citizenry or anything, so... It's the unit statistics. The 4-pounder cannons, again, had 502 kills, so... no one's really near that, so they will be the battle unit of the day for the Battle of Venetia. So other than that, this is Mr. X Irish. Thanks for watching. I'll have a new video out soon. Thanks for watching the Battle of Venetia victory by the French forces under Napoleon Bonaparte.